Thanks for tuning in to Black Twitter Talk. Today we are talking the hashtag Golden Globe, so Black, Serena Williams engagement, and the Soulja Boy Chris Brown beef. Stay tuned. Today on Black Twitter Talk, we are talking the hashtag Golden Globe, so Black, Serena Williams engagement, and the Chris Brown Soulja Boy beef. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in to Black Twitter Talk. It feels so good to be back. I'm your girl, Angie Skates. You can find me on Twitter at Angie_Skates.
Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm your girl, Kels, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at The Urban Gypsy LA.
We still jamming out to Solange. We can't help it. That's the theme of the show. This one is for us, y'all.
For us, by us.
Hey. So let's just get right into it.
Okay, so tonight the Golden Globes is airing, and
Golden Globes
in the house. Luckily this year for this award show, we're not having the issue that we did with the Oscars.
Hashtag Oscars so white.
So Black Twitter took it upon themselves, of course, to create a new hashtag, Golden Globes so Black. So the reason being because there have been a lot of nominees this year for the Golden Globes for actors, actresses, directors, screenplay, you name it, we're involved in this award show.
I don't think I've ever been so excited about an award show like this, like ever. I can't think of one.
I feel you. And I've gotten to the point where I don't even really watch award shows anymore because I'm like, oh, it's not really for us. But thankfully,
this one's for us.
And of course, Black Twitter keeps us up to date of what's going on.
What's going on Black Twitter, girl?
So far, I've seen that Miss Tracee Ellis Ross won for Best Actress in the Comedy or Musical.
Yes. Let's give a hand clap for Tracee.
And she's the first one to win in the last 34 years. The last one was Debbie Allen. That's crazy.
That was like in the 80s.
Yeah, 1984, I think. Issa Rae was also nominated for this award for her show Insecure, which is amazing. She's one of the first people ever to go from YouTube stardom to the Golden Globes.
The Golden Globes, writer.
That's amazing.
Stars in her own show.
Yes.
She unapologetically Black. And she had the Golden Globes, y'all.
And her and Tracee both looked amazing in their white dresses. Look, get it, ladies.
Get it.
So if you check Golden Globes and Black Girl Magic hashtag, you're going to see all the fashion on the red carpet right now.
I heard Kerry Washington was looking delicious, too.
She is. Her makeup is slaying. And she has on this little gold number. Donald Glover won for Atlanta. And apparently he shouts out Migos. So everybody's going ham about his shout out to Migos, saying that people who don't know who Migos are, they're going to be looking it up, and now that song Bad and Bougie is about to be number one.
I was going to say, I know who Migos is, but I'm not familiar with his music. So,
you don't know that song, Bad and Bougie?
Actually, I do.
Bad and Bougie.
Okay.
Oops.
Okay.
He won, I think... here's the interesting one I saw that was funny. Pharrell's getting interviewed on the red carpet, and the interviewer was saying, "You're nominated for Hidden Fences."
So there's Hidden Figures,
and then there's Fences.
And there's Fences, right?
And, yeah, they're both up for nominations for different categories.
They're huge Black films.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand how you could get them. They're both F words,
Yeah. But that's just funny because you see his face, and he's like. He can't even answer the question because
Hidden Fences,
right?
Nobby.
So congrats to all the nominees and all the winners.
Yeah, I mean, we got stuff to look forward to tonight. I'm gonna go get into that Golden Globes. Let's talk about Serena Williams, okay? Okay. So Serena Williams is one of the greatest athletes of our time, and she was recently quoted saying, and she was talking about sexism, and she was saying that if she was a man, that she would be considered the greatest of all time, because you have male tennis athletes who are young, giving their stats, saying they're the best, they're the greatest. And these are stats that Serena has well surpassed. Even at that time, 23 years old in her career, she will surpass them. But they don't give her the accolades that she is due. And as a black woman who is at the top of her game in athletics, she's engaged, right?
Right.
To a white guy, right?
Right.
Okay, so we all know Serena. I think Serena is one of the baddest. Like,
baddest.
She's gorgeous. She's from Compton.
Bad and bougie.
That's right. Bad and bougie, right next door to Inglewood, where we from. And she has gotten so much slander from black men. She's manly, she's ugly, she's this, that, and the other.
She can't dance. She better not ever twerk again.
So, why are y'all worried about who she's engaged to? She's engaged to the Reddit founder, Alexis Ohanian. I don't know how you say his name, but anyway, they've been dating since 2015 for a year secretly, and they just recently announced it, and everybody seems to be okay with it because she looks happy. Look at her. She's glowing.
Yes.
But black men Twitter ain't having it.
I feel like, yo, bad, you had your chance. She is not like she never dated black men. She dated Drake. She dated Common. Dated Common.
Yeah.
Isn't there somebody else? I think those are the top two that I know of.
Yeah, and then I saw one article that was floating around on Twitter, and they were calling Serena Williams, who is a very accomplished athlete, Drake's ex. They were calling her Common's ex, and her net worth supersedes both of theirs put together. Like, excuse me, give credit where credit is due.
Right, and it's like, you can't put nothing on love. Like, if she's in love with him, what's the problem? Like, successful black men date and marry white women all the time. And if we complain about that or say something, then we are angry black women. So I guess these are some angry black men.
9 times out of 10, we ain't complaining about it, though, because we don't care. Ain't nobody checking for the men that ain't checking for us.
I think in the beginning there was care. I think we're over that.
That's way over. I'm happy for you, girl, Serena. You better get it.
Get your love where you find it.
Forget these men trying to
But okay, my thing though, some people keep saying like he's racist though, but I haven't seen anything myself that I can say that that's true. But that was the one thing I heard.
Yeah, I was doing a little research on the site Reddit. First of all, aesthetically, it's ugly. I couldn't look at it. I'm like, I gotta get out there.
Use Reddit?
I don't use Reddit, but looking into it, I know that he has dated other black women, but that doesn't make him racist. Like, you know what they say,
once you go black.
No, I'm just kidding. But she looks happy. If she's happy, I'm happy. It ain't none of my business,
Right.
But I just think it's funny that men for so long have tried to make her undesirable and make her feel like she's manly with her physique and her aesthetic, but now they bitter.
And I mean, I feel like it goes both ways. When you in the black community, both for men and women, when you reach a certain level of success, it becomes more difficult to date within your race because it comes the intersectionality again. It's like race and class. Once you get to a certain height, you are just not around as many black people.
And then try to date a couple black men and it don't work out, and
you be over it.
Well, whatever. Anyway,
shout out to our black men though. We love y'all.
We do. For sure. I also love Serena.
Love. Yeah,
so,
get it where you find it.
Exactly. Let her be happy. So speaking of love and everybody deserving to love who they want to love, Kim Burrell was caught on tape talking. She had this, she was in church. Apparently it was a sermon that went viral. Somebody secretly recorded her. And she was just going on this homophobic rant telling them those filled with the homosexual spirit are going to die this year and they're perverted and this, that, and the other. And it's just like, first of all, who is Kim Burrell again? She's a gospel singer.
An amazing voice though. Like, ridiculous.
And why are you using your voice to speak out against gay and lesbian people? Like, what in...
I mean, I'm not surprised. It's the black church, and that's the reason why a lot of people do have issues with the black church.
It's one of the reasons why I have an issue with the black church. I feel like the doctrine that we have believed in and the rhetoric that we've pushed for so long, it needs reformation. I think the black church is an exceptional place. I think it is a powerful place, and I think it has a lot of purpose. But if we are going to survive as a black people, the church needs reformation first and foremost. I feel like I don't fit in there because it's just so exclusive and restrictive in so many ways in and that ideology is
it is definitely a powerful institution that helps the community, helps uplift your spirit, and
your spirit.
I can't stand her. Your spirit, I thought I was gonna slide. Helps lift your spirit and kind of just gives you a family support. But for those people who do believe in God and have morals but choose to love, or not even choose, love somebody of their own gender, is like, so they don't get to go to heaven? Like, how does that even make sense?
Like, what is heaven really anyway? And then like Shirley Caesar defending her comment, saying that she should have said something when Obama legalized marriage a while back. And it's just like, you gotta be kidding me, black women. What is wrong with you?
Say something and then what? Like, to me, it's like, love who you want to love. Who are you to judge? Exactly. Like, leave that to God. If you really feel that God is the one that's gonna say, oh, you don't get to, that's not for you to be like, something's wrong with you and you're a pervert. Like, who are you? You could be straight and be a pervert.
Exactly.
Hello?
And what's it to you anyway? I think it's interesting that Kim Burrell appeared on Frank Ocean's album, who is openly gay. Mm-hmm. You collect them coins
even
when it's beneficial to you, but they're perverted and this, that, and the other. Girl, you better sit down somewhere.
Frank Ocean's mom, I think, even tweeted something about that. Like, she was kind of like, you performed to my son, though. It's like,
that it was okay for you to collect your coins.
And you were about to go on the Ellen show. Ellen told you can't come on the show now. You didn't say, oh, I'm not going on the Ellen show because I don't believe in that. It's like, really, the issue here now is you're a hypocrite. Like, which one is it? If you're going to be here, then be here and stand in that fully. Like, don't
go
be
back
switching
and
up.
Forth. And then her radio show got canceled and she's losing, like, all these endorsements because of the comments that she made and her refusal to apologize. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it.
I mean, if that's how she feels.
That's how you feel, but I don't know. The black church needs reformation because of people in ideology like the stuff that Kim Burrell and Shirley Caesar is kicking right now. I ain't feeling it.
You leave people feeling like they can't have a family in the church.
Like, sexuality is fluid. Everybody can love who they want to love regardless.
I don't think God is going to turn you away for that.
No. God is love.
Right.
Anyway, on to the next. So, Chris Brown and Soulja Boy.
Bruh.
This is something I usually am not invested in.
Me neither.
But, like, what's going on with them?
Basically, from what it looked like, Soulja had commented on Karrueche's picture or something.
I knew it was over Karrueche.
Chris Brown got upset, supposedly, and then they just started going back and forth over some BS.
So, apparently, Chris says that he commented on Karrueche's photos to make her feel poppin'. Like, what? That doesn't even make sense. You're harassing her. Leave her alone, Chris. It's over. Anyway. And then Soulja Boy liked the comment, and then apparently Soulja Boy took to Instagram, made up this video talking about Chris got angry, and Chris was like, I never reached out to you. Like, what are you talking about? You making stuff up. So now they're slated to box. I don't even know if that's real. Is that a real thing?
50 Cent is supposedly trying to sponsor this. He called Mayweather in to help sponsor. Mayweather then said he's training Soulja Boy.
Money team.
And then 50's like, yo, Mayweather, you weren't supposed to train him. So then 50 calls Mike Tyson to train Chris Brown, supposedly. And it's supposedly it's supposed to be money on the table for this fight. But here was my issue with it. That part is funny. It's stupid, honestly. But whatever. That's cute. Box it out.
Not cute.
Yeah, it's not. But that's what I mean. It's cute, whatever. I'm not really into that. My whole thing okay, it's not cute. Angie doesn't think it's cute, you guys.
Okay.
My issue was the whole thing with them starting to try to gangbang and trying to rep their hood, talking about they from Pyru and all this stuff.
It's like, I think it's disrespectful when people are forced into a lifestyle that come from impoverished communities, and here you have these two wealthy men who have no reason to participate in such a lifestyle, but they're pictured, well, Soulja Boy at least, I've seen him on social media with guns and just doing all kind of ignorant stuff, and it's like, what and why? What are you doing?
And then the thing is, okay, my guess is that they both probably came from impoverished neighborhoods from their own cities, but then bang or do what you do with your own cities. You're not from LA, you guys. Like, you're not from Compton. How all of a sudden are you from a Compton hood? Like, doesn't that go against hood politics? I don't understand. Chris Brown, supposedly, he did some cryptic message, basically in so many words, said that he gives money to some of them sometimes. So that's low-key how he's in the hood, because he helps with some of their families out there. So it's like, okay, maybe there's stuff we don't know, but it was just funny because Soulja Boy does a video. He goes to the hood and he's like going up to one of the homies trying to Snapchat talking about, hey, they say I'm not from the hood, and puts his arm around him, and that dude was like, get off me, and like basically was about to fight Soulja Boy.
It's stupid. Y'all look stupid. You are done. You could be accomplished musicians, but I guess cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Oh.
Yeah, y'all just not in the right mindset. I don't know.
You're
what's
really
going
not.
on.
Like, it's not fun to be a gangbanger
It's
from
not
the
cute.
hood. It's
Like,
a glorified lifestyle that comes with a whole bunch of BS that a lot of people do not choose, and a lot of people work their ass off to get away from.
And y'all choose to be a part of it.
And a lot of people still to this day die every day from this lifestyle.
It's a lot of people under the jail for this lifestyle. Like, and y'all playing like it's
thinking
funny.
It's cute. No, do your little boxing match. That's cute. That's what I meant by that's cute. Okay, go have fun in the boxing ring. Stay your ass up out the hood.
Stay off the streets. You don't belong
there.
Stay
off of social media.
Really, with your guns and your money. Don't nobody want to see all of that. Chris Brown and Soulja Boy, if you do a boxing ring, I'm here for it. A boxing match. But anyway, let's talk about something a little bit more, serious that has meaning and might affect some of us, a lot of us, mostly women. Mm-hmm. The GOP plans to cut federal funding for Planned Parenthood.
Yes.
Okay, so we all know Planned Parenthood provides basic medical services to low-income women, right? Do we know that? If you don't know that, now you know. Okay, they only 3% of their services are abortion services, right? Mm-hmm. Only 3% of the work that they do goes to abortions. And so if you cut federal funding, you're cutting medical services for low-income women. I know for me and myself in my life, when I was unemployed and I didn't have medical insurance, where was I going? Planned Parenthood. And it wasn't for abortions. Right. It was for pap smears. It was for mammograms. It was for STD screenings. You know, It was for birth control. It wasn't for abortions. And I think it's utterly ridiculous that you have these group of wealthy white men making decisions on things that will never ever affect them.
No, that is plain point simple. And the federal funding doesn't even go to abortions. When they do fund Planned Parenthood, it's mostly for Medicaid, and that's for people who have no money and need services. And that's why Planned Parenthood is in a lot of neighborhoods where people can't go get medical services other places. So it doesn't make sense. And then even with abortions, it's like, if you don't agree with that, okay, but
it's a law that is legal. It's a federal law, and they're not breaking any laws by performing
It's like, so
abortions.
Would you rather them go get some botched service somewhere else? Because they were getting abortions before it was legal. They're gonna get it when Planned Parenthood is not here, because sometimes, look, it just doesn't make sense to have a kid and bring a kid in the world. You rather them bring it into poverty, and maybe they were raped. Like, we don't know what the situation is. So they can funnel
them into the prison system and make money off of them in that way.
And then you have some black men who also support or don't care either way it goes, because they feel that Planned Parenthood was started by Margaret Sanger,
who is all about the black genocide.
So they feel that Planned Parenthood still represents that, so we shouldn't have it. But I don't agree with that.
I think if it's not your choice, like, you don't have a baby growing in your body, so you don't get to make that choice, okay? And if you're all holier and righteous than thou about murder, then what about capital punishment? What about the state-sanctioned executions of black men in this country, black men and women? If you're so up and holier than thou about murders and the value of human life, you can't pick and choose when it matters to you.
And that's another argument. People are saying, like, well, I don't believe in abortion, so I don't feel that my tax dollars should go to a company that provides those services. Well, I don't believe in a lot of shit that we do, but I still got to pay my taxes and support stuff that I don't believe in. So what's your point?
So 87,000 petitions were signed against Paul Ryan's effort to have Planned Parenthood defunded, and they were denied entry because people were going up to his office with these petitions saying, look, Planned Parenthood does more than abortion services, and they were denied entry. No, they're not trying to hear our side of it. The people that it will actually affect, they really don't care. And this is only the first of many things to come under the Trump presidency. So we just have to stay organized, stay plugged in. But then
my thing is, okay, you take Planned Parenthood away. You don't want a company that supports abortion. What are we replacing it with? Because like we said, it doesn't only do abortions. It has all these other services for low-income women. And men. Men go there too. Like, hello, can we get some STD screenings out here so we can stay healthy? And so what are we going to replace it with? If you don't want that, because whatever your feelings are, there's no discussion about what the other option is going to be.
That's what they're saying.
F your feelings, F your health, which means F your life.
Pretty much.
And your whole family's life. Like, that's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. And we're not going to let this happen quietly.
And that's also people who are employed there. That's jobs, too, that are lost. There's a lot of medical professionals that work in there.
It's ridiculous. I don't know. I don't know what the fate of this country holds. I just know that we need to keep Planned Parenthood. On a lighter note, I don't know, it depends on which side of the ship you sit on.
I can't.
So, Black Twitter roast Yahoo Finance for a tweet that they put up. It had a typo in it. Instead of Bigger Navy, it read Bigger Navy. Oops. We're not supposed to say that word in mixed company,
yeah, I don't
are we?
say that word in front of people.
That's the thing.
So, I don't barely say it, period.
Not that way.
Yeah.
But so Black Twitter saw the tweet, and the thing is, Yahoo left the tweet up with the typo in it for hours. So Black Twitter logs in and sees it. They're like, yo, really? This what they say? So we log back off. We come back on. It's still there. So we start making fun of it. It's funny. Man. We start joking. If you go through the hashtag, I don't want to say it, bigger with an N, Navy. You have to go through it. Just to say, it goes along with the show, the song that we had at the top of the show, Solange, This One's For Us. Like, it does what we always do as Black people, make light of situations.
Because it could have been something where everybody just got super mad, and because Black Twitter is known for just roasting and being like mad
at everything. We angry, shake your face,
and doing thought pieces on this or something.
The most inconsequential stuff.
But instead, they made jokes, and I highly recommend you go look at them, because some of them had me almost in tears. Like, what do we have here? Which one should I read? Well, one of them, it said, Trump, we got to go to war. And the captain of the Navy said, you got gas money?
I saw one that were like, I'll Millie Rock on any dock.
Hey. And one said, Soulja was like, INDEPENDENT. The surgeon said, do you know what that means? And the soldier goes, she got her own house, sir. Like, it's stupid, man.
It's stupid. See, that's the thing. It's Black Twitter, and a lot of stuff is going to go over your head unless you are immersed in the culture, because this one was for us. And then other people on Twitter are like, oh, Black Twitter is racist because of this hashtag. And it's just like, nah, y'all should probably just sit this one out, because it ain't for you.
Yeah, like, we made it funny.
We made it funny. That's what we do. That's what we've been doing for a long time, making light of some really jacked up situations.
Because seriously, who missed that typo?
For hours on end, tweeting all on top of it and around it.
Like, you should fire yourself, because that's ridiculous.
Yeah, who is the social media editor for Yahoo Finance? You canceled. Okay. I think I'm done with that. Go read the hashtag. It's funny.
Yep.
Oh, my goodness. It feels so good to be back, you guys. We missed you a lot. Check us out. We'll see you next Sunday. This is Angie. You can find me on Twitter at Angie_skates, and on Twitter, Instagram at big_Ange.
And I'm Kels. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at the Urban Gypsy LA.
Hey, see y'all next week.
Bye.
Bye.
From executives Keven Undergaro, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, and the entire BHL staff, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us. info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I am the official voice of Black Hollywood Live, Scipio. Instagram me at KingXOBay. Thanks for tuning in. The views expressed here are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.